Okay, today we're going to make a logo for our podcast. Actually, we're going to make 3 logos for our podcast. You're going to have today and tomorrow to be working on that. So what I'm going to do is take you through a guide on Pixlr Editor. You can use Photoshop if you're familiar with it, but Pixlr Editor is available for you whether you're here or you're at home. So I'm going to use that. So we go to pixlr.com/editor, and we're going to click down here, continue with Pixlr Editor. So we're going to select create a new image. And I'm going to go ahead and call this one podcast logo 1. Now presets. I don't know if you remember from that article we read about the how-to podcasting on this one. They talked about the shape of or aspect ratio that you should have for your logo, and should be a perfect square. In the past, I've seen them done 600 by 600, 900 by 900. According to this article, the most up-to-date standard is about 1400 by 1400. So width here, and that's pixels, 1400 by 1400. Select OK, and we have our square logo here. So starting off, we need to come up with an idea or a concept for our logo. So here's one we did last year with a student that was in the class, the Vidya Games and Other Crap podcast. So it's clear from the logo what our topic is, and has the student's picture in it. So if you're not familiar and never used editing software before, I'm going to go over some of the basics over here for you. So first thing, let's say you want a palette, a canvas of a certain color. Well, over here, we have several ways you can go about doing that. You can use a brush tool, and up here on the top, any of these tools that you select, you have options up here. So I could, for instance, go with a 200 pixel wide brush, and then I can go over here and I can select my color. Let's say I want a yellow background. So I could do like this, and then I could take my time and go through and just color like this. Or I can use the paint bucket tool, have that color selected. And what the paint bucket tool does is it covers in an area, a continuous area of color with that one color that you choose. So as long as it's not separated by a line or anything, it's going to fill it in with the color, the paint bucket tool. You have your eraser over there, and just like that, you can change the shape of the stencil. If you ever mess up, you did make a mistake, oops, I didn't mean to do that, Control-Z on your keyboard will undo those mistakes. Okay, so let's say I want my yellow logo. Okay, well, next thing that's probably important here is some indicator name of like what my podcast is going to be about, or what the name of it is. So I can click over here, the text tool, and then I can draw, put my text box. I can select a color for my text. Let's see, yellow. Let's go with blue. Shows up pretty good on yellow, so we're going to go with that. And you can pick your font style, the size, and my podcast, we're going to talk about pizza, so I'm going to call it the Pizza Cast. There we go. Okay. And then, so over here, we have our layers of these. And so, and you can stack stuff on top of each other on bottom, depending over there. And then you can use our selection tool over here and move this text wherever it is that we need it to be. Haven't decided just yet how I want to do that. So next thing I want to do is some other things I want to incorporate here, some images. So I'm going to open another tab up here, go to Google,